So, Charlene, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a big couple of days. We'll get to, obviously, the really, really big stuff, but why are you here in Buffalo?
I'm here to have a screening of my film, She, at the Buffalo International Film Festival.
Biff.
Yes.
As we affectionately know it, Biff.
Yes, Biff. It's funny because I was up in Toronto just last month for the Toronto Film Festival, which is TIFF.
True.
Yeah. So Buffalo's right up there, in scale with TIFF.
Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah. So I'm here for the film festival. It's the world premiere of my little short, and I love to be back home. So it was a great excuse to get home.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You are a Buffalo native. You left about, 14, 15 or so?
Exactly.
So you still have family back here?
Most of my family is here, yes.
Okay, so you got to tell me, how is it being back? I mean, I know you've got a very busy schedule. You probably don't get back that often.
I don't come back often enough, probably just once a year.
Yeah.
I try to avoid the snow if I can, but...
Oh, yeah, that happens.
But yeah, all of my family's here, and I love it here, so I do come back.
What would you say is what's your favorite memory of Buffalo? What do you always bring with you if anybody says, hey, you're from Buffalo, huh? They got to make fun of the way that we talk and all that kind of stuff. So what's your favorite thing that you bring back from Buffalo?
I mean, the thing that I miss the most about Buffalo is I do feel like it's a real sense of community here that I don't feel in LA, and people are very warm and just sincere, and but people often they always ask about the bills, of course, and the food. So I mean, I eat pretty healthy when I'm in LA, and when I come back home, I just drop that completely.
Oh yeah,
and eat every comfort food available because we do make it very delicious.
We make it incredible here. Between beef on weck and chicken wings, my thighs have never been the same. That's for sure. So what kind of? I mean, when you were 14 or 15 when you left here. If there's someone listening who either is a kid, 14 or 15, or has a child who's around that age, what kind of advice would you give them? Because honestly, LA is kind of a scary place for actors and actresses. What kind of advice would you have for them?
If they wanted to get into the business?
If they want to get into the business.
Well, I would say to continue to do plays, as many plays as possible, and get involved in singing and dancing because, not that you have to be great at any of that, but it all helps, and it kind of, knowing your instrument as your voice, even if you're not much of a singer, it really, when you develop your characters, it really is helpful to know how to access different parts of your voice. So.
When you were here, did you do anything with like the Theater of Youth or anything like that when you were younger?
I wasn't aware of Theater of Youth when I was younger, but my film screened at Theater of Youth, and so I really got to know the program there, and it's a beautiful theater.
It is,
and it's great what they're doing with children. Yeah. So I know that they're looking for some funding, and I'm really supportive of that. They had a nice documentary about what they do with the community, and I think it's really important for kids to have.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Back with more with Charlene Amoia, and of course we have to get into the how you met your mother. No, you didn't meet. You know what I'm saying. Back with more next with Charlene Amoia. Back with Charlene Amoia, Buffalo native. So cool to have like such a big name as a Buffalo native.
Oh, thanks.
It's really cool that you had come back again for the Buffalo International Film Festival, affectionately known as Biff, which I'm sorry, it's just funny to me saying it that way. So we'll just call it the Film Festival. And it is buffalofilmfestival.com if you want to go check it out. You have spanned the gamut. Was your start in soap operas with Port Charles? Was that the big break that you had?
I actually started with commercials.
With commercials,
when I first moved to LA, but the first theatrical gig was Port Charles. Yeah. So.
And you really nailed like the looking away and staring off into the distance.
I never did that much.
I never had to do that much.
No, that's probably why I got out of the soaps as well. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, one that a lot of people, obviously, 7 Pounds, an awesome film. And that must have been a lot of fun to work with Will Smith.
It was.
You don't ever want to bring up other actors, but I mean, he's amazing.
He's amazing. He's a great movie star.
Yeah.
He really is. My scene was with him and Woody Harrelson, and it was a pretty great day. He comes to set, and he's so gregarious and warm, and he's really represents a movie star in good light, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's just I feel like I've never met him, but I feel like he's just a good guy.
Yeah, he seems that way.
So it would seem fun and easy to work with them
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Then you throw in American Reunion. Everybody loves that. And
Yeah.
now you get to work also with another co-star, Allison Hannigan, on How I Met Your Mother.
Exactly.
I did a little studying about as far as Wendy the waitress goes. Really thought it was only going to be a cameo. Is that right? I mean,
Yeah.
is that how you thought it was going to start off?
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be, one episode, and they just kept bringing it back, so I got lucky. Yeah.
A recurring episode, or character rather, for the final season. Anything anything you're not allowed to tell us that you'd like to tell us now? Juicy stuff. We love to break it here at Joy FM.
Yeah, breaking it in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I don't. They're, the cat. Well, they all know. We know the mom now, so that was what everybody wanted to know. So now we know we have the full season with her. So, but I don't know anything else.
Okay. So you haven't wrapped filming yet, or are you done with filming for this season?
I haven't been on this season at all, and I don't know that I will be. They never they kind of just call when they decide to write her in. So I never know. Yeah.
Well, there's a look inside the biz you never really thought of. You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fair enough. And then I watch a show that I'm far too old to watch, Pretty Little Liars, and of course it's followed with Switched at Birth. How fun is that to shoot? I mean, you've had really a lot of things interspersed in between there.
Yeah, Switched at Birth is great. It's a really nice family show, and I've done 2 episodes so far. And I get to play, my husband's a real jerk. He's a real slime ball. So it's, I get
Not in real life, by the way. Not in real life.
Not in real life. On the show, Senator Cotto is a real jerk, and just having an affair with an intern, and so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with us. I'm excited to see how they,
It's a really fun show.
Yeah.
It really is. I did, I gave it a shot at first, and it's one of those ones that, within the first 20 minutes, I'm going to be sucked into this.
Oh, good.
So what's next for Charlene Amoia? What do you do? You got any big projects on the horizon?
Well, I just did an episode of Drop Dead Diva that will air in a few weeks on Lifetime, if anybody wants to see the film that I premiered here in Buffalo, you can find it on my website at charleneamoia.net, and then under the producing link. And we'll see what happens. In this business, you never know what, constantly auditioning, and we'll see what hits next.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you don't even know if you're going to get a call from How I Met Your Mother. That is a new thing to me. I thought you guys had a whole schedule for 2 years set out.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you again for coming back to Buffalo. Really happy to have you here for the Buffalo International Film Festival. I'm going to put a link for all this stuff on our website at 961joyfm.com. We're following you on Twitter now and everything. So thanks again for coming in. You going to grab some beef on wick for your plane ride home?
Maybe that, little Ted's hot dogs, why not?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Charlene Amoia, thank you again for coming in.
Well, thanks so much.